So, I'd like to talk about something very important and something that I feel lots of people are being bamboozled by the likes of Nigel Farage and Suella Braverman and Ben Habib and all of these far right people, including Tommy Ten Shekels. They talk about the ECHR. Right, the ECHR is basically the European Convention on Human Rights. Now, number one misnomer is it comes from the EU. No. Uh, this particular document was drafted by the Council of Europe and it was adopted in 1950 and enforced in 1953. It has absolutely nothing to do with the EU. And what is it? It gives people who live in Europe certain rights: the right to life, the prohibition of torture and inhumane or degrading treatment, prohibition of slavery and forced labor, right to liberty and security, right to a fair trial, right to respect for private and family life, freedom of expression, freedom of thought, consciousness, and religion, freedom of assembly and association, prohibition of discrimination, protection of property, right to education, and right to elections. So, what these people have done, they have actually found two or three isolated cases where asylum seekers or immigrants have uh, claimed a certain right from this particular convention, m- most likely the right to family life. And they have said it's because of this we can't get rid of immigrants. This is not true. The disturbing thing is if if this uh, ECHR is stopped and we stop applying it in Britain, this is what will happen. What will happen is you won't have a right to life. The government can take your life at any time it feels like. The government will have a right to enslave you. The government will have a right to put you in prison without a trial. The government will have a right to come into your house and search you with no warrant. The government will have a right to decide which religion you adopt. The government will have a right to tell you to divorce your wife. The government will have a right to take your property from you. The government will have a right, and this is what they really want, to cancel elections. So all of you anti-immigrant people, don't for 1 minute think that the campaign to withdraw from the European Convention on Human Rights is about a couple of immigrants getting to stay because they have a good lawyer. No, it's about changing the system from a democracy, which now it's hardly, because now it's authoritarian, but it's still, there is a little bit of democracy, but it's about changing the system into a complete dictatorship. Because if those rights do not exist, life will be very different. It will basically mean that any policeman can just take your life and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Any policeman can walk into your house and take whatever he likes. Any policeman can actually walk up to you and tell you to divorce your wife, and there's nothing you can do about it. And don't think it doesn't happen, because it happens in other countries. So don't let Nigel Farage and his goons bamboozle you.